This is Stan from V2 and I'm Mark from V2. We've just done the turn.
So, presuming the people who get to watch this video
Yeah.
know fuck all about punk, know fuck all about what's happening here this weekend, how would you explain that to them?
What?
About what's going on this weekend?
A lot of old farts trying to make as much money as they can, I think.
Really? Is that your total opinion of this weekend?
I kept my face straight and then edit there.
And a lot of young farts trying to make a buck as well. But not as good as the old farts.
Yeah.
So which category do you fall in?
Oh, we're the old farts, without doubt.
All but gold.
And we're making as much as we can out of it.
It's about £8 each now, isn't it?
I'm up to 9 because I got a beer out of it. I'm so-called ex-manager. So we're laughing.
Where's the mic? That's rubbish starting.
It's alright, it's alright. No, it's working fine. Right, so let's go back to the beginning, when the band first formed. Can you tell me a little bit about the atmosphere?
When it all happened? It was like in Manchester, it came from like the Bowie gay scene, really. And like people who like having weird hairdos and all that, they used to kind of vacillate towards these clubs. You basically didn't get battered there. If you were in these normal places with big kipper ties and Kevin Keegan hairdos, they all like beat you up, you know, so we just used to go to these gay clubs. And like all these other people that literally came from there, you know. Malcolm was like the dispossessed Bowie fans looking for something of their own. Oh yes.
He did indeed. Malcolm said that. I was there.
Michael McDonald.
That was it.
So, can you tell me how and why you actually got involved with punk rather than any other form of music?
Well, it happened at the exact age where you're right for it. You know, we were all like 17. And it was the first... And the first...
It's a cliche, but it's true. We were bored.
Don't talk over me.
Say it again. Ask him again.
God, for... Oh, Jesus. Get this man.
Ask him again.
Alright, let's start that one again. So can you tell me why you got involved with punk? Why did you get involved with punk rather than...
Tell him.
Right now, we are. It was just, we were just literally at the right age when it all happened. And like, all that was the alternative was like Tina Charles, disco music, the Eagles and all that stuff. And they all appeared, although I now understand there's some irony there, that they were like just singing about how fab it was living in a sunny place. And like, we were all traipsing about Manchester, getting piss wet through and having shite jobs. And like, punk rock sung about that. You know, and it was so like, basic, you literally thought, fuck, I can do that.
Well, that was it. It was pretty handy because we couldn't play.
Yeah.
So it was easier to do punk than it was to do the Eagles.
You didn't have to do too many solos.
Alright, so what were your ambitions as a band?
We didn't really have any. We did one gig, and then the second gig we ever did was at Middleton Civic Hall. The third one was Wigan Casino, packed. And we were like there instantly. There was no bit where we could all be private, you know. People nowadays haven't particularly heard of us, but like, you know, went, and we just suddenly, like, pop stars in our own little clique, weren't we? Shaggy on.
So, how's your personal outlook changed over all these years from when the... It's not changed at all, is that all?
What was the question?
So, your personal outlook on life?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as it was, yeah. Apart from, I'm a man thinking it rather than a boy.
You get an attitude, don't you? At an age of like 17, 18, you just become that person and it sticks with you.
Yeah.
It sticks with you. You just get an attitude where
Everybody
it's
does
like
it.
bollocks to things, you know. You just do it. Say what? Bollocks. Because it's a dead good word to say, really. Bollocks.
What are you talking to me now then?
Anybody who's listening out there, video loud.
Oh, so there's a lot of different versions, myths and tales of where and how punk came about.
Yeah.
Which one do you believe?
Well, locally, I mean, it was that Sex Pistols gig at the Lesser Free Trade Hall. No, there was a Bowie gig actually. Bowie played the Empire Pool in about May 76, and loads of people from Manchester went down to that, and we saw these spiky fuckers all hanging about, like, and you know, we just thought they were like really extreme Bowie fans or something, and it turns out that was like Susie and the Banshees and all them people all like knocking about trying to.
They were giving handouts outside, weren't they?
Yeah. And it's like, Jesus Christ,
you know,
we thought we were weird, look at these.
I think it was the Pistols and the Buzzcocks, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they were giving out these handouts and saying, bollocks to this boarding twat, come and watch us. So of course we ignored him because we was in a Bowie at the time.
And he still holds as the best there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. He's still got it.
Yeah, he has the best.
Do you think that punk has actually changed anything?
I think it might have helped get the Tories in. I think they fucking frightened everybody that much, they went dead right wing and straight. That was one of the downer sides of it, you know.
Let's get time. John. 3 minutes. Sorry. Quick.
Cut if you want. Cut.
No, carry on. We got about 3 minutes.
I just want you to say that you invented punk. That's
I did.
what
that
last
one.
night.
So
Show them your 1947 CD.
Yeah.
So where did punk come from, and who invented it?
Mark invented it without
My
any
own.
shadow of a doubt.
And they all used to come round my house, the Sex Pistols and that, and say, show us punk.
Teach us what it's about. Because Malcolm's been trying to tell us, but we can't understand him. So Mark showed him how to do it.
Yeah. Do they mention me? Do they fuck?
No, they don't, Mark. But it was all on tape, it was about 1940.
Well, it was when they still couldn't get bananas and oranges in the shops, remember that?
Yeah, I do. But you could get neat on black vinyl.
Yeah.
Good, honest.
Vinyl. Bloody hell.
Now there's a blast from the past, vinyl.
It's doing quite well now, actually. Alright, so what about personally? How did punk change you as people?
Really, quite a lot, really.
Really?
It's, it's a bastard to edit that one, isn't it? Oh, really now. No, it stopped me having a job, basically. It gave us an opportunity to do something and then, like, make a life that wasn't anything to do with the Industrial Revolution. All I would have ever done is worked in a factory or some fucking bland, menial thing.
Or in the morgue, where you were.
Yeah, I worked in the morgue actually before. But it stopped all that. Never had a proper job since the late 70s. But made money. You know, it was a perceptual change or something like that.
So what do you said a proper job then? What do you define as that?
Something that you don't want to do. That involves having a really bad hairdo.
Doing the 9 to 5.
With some fucker like mithering you.
Mr. Al Renshaw says these things aren't typed out properly.
I'm bothered.
And where have you been till this time? What time do you call this? You don't need it, do you?
So by 78, the media had said, oh, well, punk's done its course, he's dead.
Yeah.
Bollocks. And all that. What are your opinions on the way the media treated punk and the way they killed it up? Well, tried to
Well,
kill
they
it
do
up?
what they always do in this country. They absorb it. They kill you by absorbing you. It's like in other countries, like dictatorships, they stamp on you so hard, you're always like, if you do that on someone, it all screws up. But what this society does, it sort of goes, oh Christ, that's outrageous, and then it absorbs you and gives you things. Have an house, have some money, and then you get scared of losing what they're giving you, so you shut the fuck up. That's it. So, but you grow up for Christ's sake, we're not like fucking defying physics and being 17 all our lives here,
I know.
But it doesn't mean you grow up into some 1950s person who was an adult when you were a kid. We invent our generation is our age. That's it.
Alright, so a lot of bands I've been speaking to have said punk was about youth.
Well, that's because they're naive and stupid and uneducated individuals.
And because they were youths at the time.
Yeah, and they weren't fucking there, basically, were they?
I mean, if you talk to anybody who was there right at the start, they're not going to tell you it was about youth, they're going to tell you it's about energy. And if you've got the energy at 40, like some of them seem to have, not that we're 40 yet, But that's what it's about. It's about energy, not youth. If you've got the energy, you can do it. If you haven't,
this stuff that's happening isn't really punk rock in a way, because it's like they're doing what they're expected to do, and that's what he didn't do. The minute, like he said in the papers, he dared wear flares, every fucker was in the club wearing flares. You know, it was like it was a really fast turnover of cliquey, hip things, and he always went against what was supposed to be happening. It went a bit too fast in the end, he fucking lost it, you know. Like scrapping sets every 6 weeks because you got bored of the songs and all that, you know. And somebody just bought your record and you won't play it because it's old to you, and they've only just bought it the day before.
that's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So by 1980, 81, there was a new wave of punk come through. Bands like GBH, Exploited. What did you make of all those bands?
Shite.
Absolute shite.
Bland rubbish.
The 3-chord thing had already been done. They were doing nothing new, and they're still doing nothing new. You get bands like The Exploited. They were copying the bands that were prior to that. Now you've got bands copying The Exploited and bands copying the bands that copied The Exploited, and they're all doing the same shit.
And they do all the same tune.
Well, it is
I keep walking down this bloody
tune.
room and the same tunes coming at me from everybody. You know, if somebody had the balls to get up there and do a Carpenter's song or something, that would be punk rock.
That's what punk's about. It's about doing what you want to do, not
And
what you
annoying
expect.
the audience. They're all there with all these heads. You know, and you do something ridiculous that they don't want and see what happens. Instead of like going, and you're like, what? I'm sorry.
They don't know what it's about. What they're doing, these new bands are just doing a bastardised version of what it was about.
It's fair enough. It's what they were kids when,
I mean,
when it happened. So
they're playing.
they got a simplified version of it, boiled it down and fucked it up basically. But they do have good hairdos, I'll give them that.
Top hairdos.
I couldn't be arsed with all that in the morning. Imagine waking up with one of these. Alright, get this sorted then. I'll work at the bank.
So, you got any mad stories from the early days?
Fucking loads of them, but I don't think they're wise to tell them anybody.
Oh, there must be a few
There was
getting
the
run
one
off.
where we faked an electric shock once.
Oh, God.
There was this bloke in Carlisle like, started. What the fuck were they doing? They were just throwing beer.
They were throwing beer and gobbing.
normal.
I mean, they thought they were treating us with respect.
But like,
they were spitting. It was
Dave, the singer, said to me like, I'm going to do a fucking electric shock here to stop this bastard doing this. So that's fair enough, yeah. So he sort of went, got hold of the mic and went, oh! And like went on the floor. And all the fucking crowd dived on this bloke who was chucking a beer and beat his head in. And there was teeth everywhere. And he was going to sort of jump up and go, ah, ah, ah. And like, I was like, fucking, I was, stay down.
Stay down, it's gone wrong.
And not only, it stopped all that shit happening, and we didn't have to pay for the PA because the bloke thought there was something wrong with it. We used to set ourselves on fire with our flash bombs because the bloke who lobbed them on was pissed out of his head. So he just throw this bomb on, and then like he stood above it and he just goes, like all your trousers would be on fire and all that.
all your PVC,
crap.
all your PVC leather pants would be stuck to your leg like that. And everyone would go, they're not leather. They can't be. They've just melted to his leg.
Alright. So you move on to 1990. It was first the old Seattle scene with bands like Nirvana and the Sub Pop.
Oh yeah,
It was based, supposedly based on punk ethics.
Well, it was obviously, yeah.
Nirvana.
I mean, they're the people who listened to punk when they were kids and then did it.
Dead right, but the thing about Nirvana is they're not doing what this Cronjen and all them are doing. They've took
made it
punk
their own.
and they've made it their own, and they're doing their own version of it, and that's what it's all about. It's doing what you want to do, not what you expect somebody to want you to do. It's about doing what you want to do and bollocks whoever they like it.
Yeah.
And Nirvana did that.
Well, not doing anything there, are they?
Well,
No,
yeah. I mean,
Well,
it took it a
even
bit
that-
far, all that shit.
Even that was a bit punk, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you know, he was somebody who was probably a bit mentally ill, and he would have been regardless of whether he was famous or not famous.
Well, I don't know, I just asked him about that before.
No.
Kurt, he's in there, he wasn't real, you know. He's in there, just
Is that who
saying.
that was?
Yeah. Kurt. Captain Kurt.
Was he in his visible body, or?
Oh, just ethereal.
No, he was just there with his business suit on.
I fucking lost the questions there.
And all this money hanging out of his back pocket from the insurance.
Like when punk rock, shit.
Right. So, have I asked this one? Do you think that punk actually changed anything?
asked that one.
Have I? Yeah.
Skip on now.
It's been a long weekend.
What did you say?
No, he's already asked that.
I know, but did you say no?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, you didn't. You said it made everybody volunteer. That was
Oh, yeah.
So moving, what about bands like Green Day and Offspring? Now, there's a lot of, the media seem to accept the American punk.
No, the American media do, because they're the predominant society now. They're the fucking Romans of this century, aren't they, the Americans? You know, you're fucking looking at Blackpool Tower, it's got Pepsi written all over it. You go down the big one, it's got Pepsi written all over it. The fuck's Pepsi? A load of shite that nobody really likes, but they daren't say. You know, they're the Romans, and like, they're the empire that rules this fucking planet at the moment. It's got, you know, it's got a couple of 100 years, and the oil will run out, and then we're all fucked. Let's get back to them horses then. We're alright, we're dead in 200 years.
So, staying a little bit on US punk, how much influence do you think American music had on the early UK punk scene?
absolutely none.
None that I knew, really.
Absolutely.
No, the Ramones probably did.
Oh.
Everybody put the guitars unfeasibly low, and now we're all 40, we've all got bad backs. Particularly Peter Hook.
All right. Apart from the Ramones, what else have they
I've
done?
seen him in a
for
pub
us?
and did with that. Jesus Christ.
Well, they gave us sanitation.
Sorry.
Fucking hunchback now, that poor lad, you know.
Peter.
Plenty of money, but about that,
I know.
that's punk rock.
And he's still got my guitar strap. For all his money, Peter, I want my guitar strap back, mate.
He's not going to watch this.
So, talking about money, did you make much?
Then,
Then and now.
now more than then.
We didn't make a carrot then.
We made 2 out of pint, lads. Please. That was it.
The manager came in and went, congratulations, you've sold your first 1,000 singles.
2 out of pint.
Do you want a pint? And we went, hang on a minute. Everybody I know has got this single. And everybody who knows everybody that I know's got this single. And like you're telling us, we've sold 1,000.
Yeah. What the fuck were all them big boxes in the back
And then
room? They've all got them.
A bit later on, I was putting a single out for a band who couldn't get a record deal and they were just mates of mine. And I inquired about pressing and everything, and when I went to the pressing plant, he said, oh, you're V2, aren't you? I built this extension on your single because I pressed 20,000 of them. He said, and that's not to mention the ones that were done in France.
Yeah. There was dubiousness upon dubiousness happening there.
And we got a couple of beers in the pub.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, lads.
I worked it out that I should have been, I was owed about 8,000 quid
Just on
in
royalties.
1980.
That was just the royalties,
I mean,
well,
you know,
sales.
that would have changed your life in them days. That's equivalent to about 25 grand now or something. But it didn't happen.
So where'd it all go?
Up the fucking manager's nose, I think.
I don't think you know. And he wouldn't even give us a snort of that. But he was alright. He was a nice bloke, wasn't he?
No.
When we were scratching
Not
round...
Dave Bentley, I'm not talking about Dave Bentley here.
No, this is another geezer. We were scratching round trying to get enough money to get a bag of chips between us. And he just rolled his brand new Ferrari.
Yeah.
And said, leave it there, let somebody tow it out, it's insured.
It's really weird.
And we couldn't afford a bag of fucking chips
We
between
used to
us.
go to these, we used to be doing these gigs and be like 600 or 700 people in there going mental. And then we couldn't afford a pint afterwards.
And when we got
We
on,
had to get on the bus to go on with
Going
them
home
all
for the
like
night
guitars.
So we'll move on to the beginning of this year. How did you react?
what about that? I'm just thinking back to when we got on the bus, this is bullshit. This. And it was the all-night bus from town, and it was full of absolute fucking meatheads.
Yeah.
And they're all looking to batter punks.
And we still had all our makeup.
And we had all the makeup all dripping down our faces
Okay,
like
so the
that.
bus started going, have you got 10p?
And we got, you jib on, I'll pay, and you jib behind me like that. And all these meatheads on the top deck like that, they're coming upstairs, they're coming upstairs. And we'd just played to 1,000 people.
Yeah, we got mobbed and everything. And then the next minute on the bus, you got the show? Oh yes.
Hey, there we go, he's marked that.
Alright. So, moving on to the beginning of this year. How did you react when you heard the Pistols were reforming?
I thought, nice one. exactly what you shouldn't do to do it. It's what he said, Johnny. You know, he's like, you know, it's literally do what you're not supposed to. They've got this big mythological to-do about them, but in real life somebody's gone, look mate, I'll give you £1 million if he pods about on stage for a bit. You know, who the fuck, other than an idiot, would say, nah. He'd be like, yeah, well, you know, 20 years now, I'll be 60, I'd rather be sat on £1 million. So yeah, good luck to them. There's no way
20 years from
you don't get shit when you get older, you know, that's some fucking delusion. All this youth stuff, I tell you what that is, that's to keep punters thick. Because you can sell fucking anything to dimwit pimple dicks. You know, when you get a bit older, you get a bit more discerning about it. And that is why marketing people like youth to be the same, because they're all fucking thick. Christ, they all got raves, you know what I mean?
They're not all thick, man.
I've never seen a fucking scene that's the King's New Clothes as that one.
Do you think
all form and no content?
Do you really think that's thick, or is it just being naive?
Thing, isn't it?
Not really, no.
It just cross over thick and naive.
To a certain extent, but
it's like fucking P.T. Barnum said, there's one bone every minute. You can flog him a sparrow painted yellow and he think it's a canary.
But the marketing people are exploiting the youth into what they believe should be.
Yeah,
so I mean, is there any way you can get out?
In real life, it's all run by people our age anyway. You know, you don't have any power when you're 19.
I think it's the way it should be anyway. The marketing people, they should be doing it, and they should be making the money out of these young kids. Let them do it. Let the young kids learn from that. And then go through the shit like we had to do, like everybody has to do. You've all got to set the knocks before you can get there. Unless you're very lucky.
But there is good stuff about getting old. It's not a complete downer. You know what I mean? You can become underawed by things. That's great. When you're young, it's like, oh Jesus Christ, you know, a famous person glides past. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, it's not like that. Look at that.
Well, such as, have you got an example about about what's being good to be old?
Yeah, you know yourself better. It doesn't mean you change particularly, but you're aware of who you actually are because of a load of kerfuffle that's happened to you over the years. You know, it's a perception of time because you can look back on 30 odd years of tenure on this planet, and you're not getting bombarded with idiot adverts that you react to. You know. I like that bit. I don't like the grey hair bit, that's a bit.
So to you, what is the best thing that came out of punk?
Who are you asking there?
Both of you.
I don't know. There was a few good haircuts. You know,
the girls in the short skirts.
Yeah, the girly whirlies, they were alright, yeah. Man, they were a bit fucking horrible at punk days, in them days, weren't they? They were all like weird looking. It's frightening.
I can think of a couple who were alright, man.
Oh, fuck.
One or two. The best thing to come out of punk, as far as I'm concerned, was punk.
Yeah.
Because it changed the music.
When it was really, really happening, which is just about that time when the Sex Pistols swore on the telly. About 3 months after that, it all went so big and dim that it all got a bit like you couldn't be doing with it, you know, because it got thick. Before that, it was actually quite intelligent, humorous. You know, it was like you were in on the joke. Basically, it was one of them. You know, which I mean, that was like when you saw the Beatles in the Cavern, and then they got dead famous. All the people in the Cavern were then pissed off because their private joke had gone public. That's what it was like with punk happened. Oh, fucking hell, it's on the telly. You know, you never really expected this to actually get anywhere. I thought it had all around these clubs that we went and then we'd all pack up.
Well, that was the biggest thing in them days, wasn't it? As soon as they got a record that went in the chart, you've sold out. You've sold out, and all the fans fell out with them just because they were making a bit of money. They wanted them to be skin like they were. Yeah. That's something we never were. We were never accessible.
No,
we were always
accessible.
We were always above the audience because you've got to be. If you want to stand on a stage and make them actually pay attention to you, you've got to be above them. You can't be on their level.
And they want us to be. That's the truth of it. Not like you're something better, but they want. You know, they've paid like all these people here. They've paid like a lot of money to see all this. They don't want some stuttering buffoon who's all shy on there. They don't want to that.
So, what was the worst thing that came out of punk?
This.
Yeah, the punk reunion. Because it's a load of bollocks.
A load of tuneless buffoons.
Including us.
Oh yes.
We do know how to not make a cheer.
So, lastly, in as few words as possible, what does punk mean to you?
Something that happened a while ago when it was a different little country. It's not like that anymore. So it would never happen again like that, I don't think. You know, but
was that it? Punk.
somebody come in there.
Go on then. What
was
does
the
punk?
question? I
What
forgot.
does punk mean to you?
What does it mean now or then?
Now, yeah.
Now?
Now.
Oh, now. It's good fun. That's what it's about. It's good fun. And this time now, people are making a few quid out of it as well, which is great. I don't think it's as real now as it was then, but there's no wrong with that.
Well, some of that reality was a bit shit, really, because we kept getting battered.
I know. Well, that was another thing. I mean, there's 5,000
Not happy
kids.
about that.
There's 5,000 youths, if you want to call them that, out there now, having the best time of their lives.
Yeah.
So, that's what
Obviously,
it's
something
about.
happened, otherwise all these fuckers would have paid in, would they?
I just think it's. I think punk is better now than it was then because people who learn the lessons early on know what they're doing now. They know how to put a show on for the kids who want to watch it. And these younger bands don't. They're just going out thrashing it away. They all bang their heads and then they go away and they'll form better bands later on. I don't think there's many of these new bands going to last, to be honest. They won't last as long as the old bands have lasted, like us or.
We didn't last very long.
Still there. 20 years on. Look at that. 76, 96, Slaughter and the Dogs. We were there. It's lasting, isn't it?
Anything else you want to mention?
Got a CD out, get it bought.
I'd like to
Go on me. V2 CD, Overground Records, John Esplin, Newcastle. It's marvellous.
That's it. It's great.
Thank you.
get a beer in.